what's up, everyone? This is Mark and Tim from Ring Rants, here to talk about two matches from Night of Champions 2015. First match we're going to be talking about is going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. Now, this whole love story thing with Ziggler and Rusev, it's just a filler, to be honest with you. And I kind of wish WWE would use Ziggler a little better than just throw him in like a weird love triangle with Summer Rae, Lana, and all that, but at least he's being used at this point.
Yeah, but it's getting overplayed.
It is overplayed. I 100% agree. And hopefully, whatever comes of this match, win or lose, whoever wins or loses, that's it. Just, please, you can do so much better things with Dolph Ziggler. You could probably do a lot more, or a lot of good things with Rusev as well. I mean, it wasn't just that long ago that Ziggler was main eventing and going up against the Authority and picking up big pinfall wins against the Authority. I mean, come on. You go from him beating the Authority or being one of the individuals that took out the Authority to a weird love triangle thing with Summer Rae and Rusev. Like, what? I can't even with this match. Like, Rusev's supposed to be a big scary heel that destroys everyone, not some the jealous, ex or the jealous former wrestler of a manager. That's fine. That works, for what a heel does, but this is just too much at this point.
Yeah, I was expecting Lana to turn on Ziggler and go back with Rusev.
That would just be a terrible idea, though, because the way that they're doing this story makes Rusev look like a stalker, like controlling guy, and like this to send the message of Lana goes back to the stalker, crazy guy is like the woman that's in a bad relationship going back to the bad guy. Like, that's not a good thing. I think if anything, it should have been, and obviously maybe they were leaning towards it until Lana got hurt. Lana gets in the ring finally, and we can see if she wrestles. This is like the great mystery with her. Like, everyone likes Lana, and she's certainly over with the crowd, but can she wrestle? I hope.
Yeah, because they're thinking about having her have a match with Summer Rae, but then she got hurt.
Yeah, so, and I wouldn't mind seeing this match be like a mixed tag match, Ziggler and Lana versus Rusev and Summer Rae, and finally Lana gets her, revenge on them. That would have been cool, but, Lana's out, so I guess we're just stuck with Ziggler versus Rusev with Summer Rae looking like she's playing both of them. Like, it's kind of weird. Ziggler started off being the good guy, like, no, I don't want anything to do with you, Summer Rae. But now he's like giving her earrings and stuff like that. Like,
so now maybe now Summer Rae is gonna help Ziggler and turn on Rusev.
That would be very odd. I couldn't honestly tell you where they're going with this, but I hope it either ends somewhere and gets interesting, or they just end it and Ziggler feuds with someone else, Rusev feuds with someone else. Like, let's just end it here. I'm gonna say Dolph Ziggler wins, just so we can get it over and done with.
Yeah, I'm going that route too.
Plus, it'd be nice to see Ziggler actually, win for once and get back into, the good graces of the fans, because he's still very popular, still very much over with the crowd, but you're certainly not doing him any favors by sticking him in a really cruddy storyline. And I know, as wrestlers, you gotta kind of go with what you're given, and, you're supposed to get essentially rewarded for sticking with, a crappy character or a crappy storyline down the line, because they remember, hey, you did that storyline for me, well, here's our thanks, here's a title run or something. I mean,
because like the past two times they've had matches, they ended in count out, ended in count out at SummerSlam, and then on Raw ended in a count out. So you think maybe they would do a steel cage match, being that Hell in a Cell is in October, Maybe they could have a Hell in a Cell match, but
not for something that small.
Yeah, I'd just say move past it and just get a new feud going.
Yeah, definitely. So looks like we're both in agreement with Ziggler, and it didn't really take us too long to get to that.
Yeah.
Now for the match, we're definitely both hyped over, and it's been a common theme when it comes to Shield versus Wyatt stuff that we end up on the videos. Gee, I wonder how that happens.
Yeah.
We have Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Mystery versus the new Wyatts. I'll call them the new Wyatts because they're not the original Wyatt family, but they're 2/3 of it. So we see one new member,
Braun Strowman.
This guy is a monster.
I like
huge.
him. I think they're really going to build this guy up to be the monster, the destroyer of the group.
Yeah, he certainly has the look. He certainly has the presence in the ring and then on promo. Now I just want to see what he can do in the ring in a match like this where you have, so many great wrestlers. I mean, he's a young guy. He made his money in weightlifting, so, he probably has the conditioning and strength for this.
He won a strongman competition.
Yeah, so hopefully that translates into him doing well in the ring. He certainly can do the power moves and have that intimidating look to him. So I'm not worried about that. It's just how he's going to, mix with Dean and Roman and then whoever this mystery partner is. Obviously, I'm not too worried about Bray and Luke just because they've already proven themselves. And, you don't have to worry about those guys. They'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure when it comes to having Braun Strowman against Roman Reigns, those two are go head-to-head. But Braun Strowman does have the size.
Yeah, he towers over Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is no small man. He's a big dude. Being within 5 feet of Roman Reigns, you could tell hello, Mr. Roman Reigns.
You'll have to really hit him with that Superman punch if he wants to get away.
Yeah, and they definitely have to, if they ever go the route of those two fighting against each other, they really have to make Roman work hard to beat him because it wouldn't be very believable if he hits him with one punch or one spear and then pins him. I'd be like,
because the past couple times we've seen him doing ragdolling him, just lifting him up and everything, but I actually want to see what this guy actually can do in the ring. We know he has the brute force and brute strength and everything, but let's see you actually throw in some wrestling moves in there as well.
This would be the time to do it. Now, as far as the other side, again, just like Bray and Luke, you don't have to worry about Ambrose and Reigns. They got this. They're veterans, and I consider them veterans. They know what they're doing. It's this mystery person that there's been a lot of speculation. First, people thought it was Baron Corbin because of that picture, but that turned out to be fake. That was a Photoshop picture. That was confirmed.
Yeah, plus I don't think that would have even gelled well.
No, it's so he's not even that over with the NXT crowd, but why would he get the bump onto the main roster? Even if it was just a one-time thing,
he has the look of them. He has a look like he would gel in there, but storyline-wise, character-wise, doesn't really do it for anyone. So
I would scratch him real quick. Next couple names that people have thrown out, Randy Orton, but you were telling me something about him not being around. The attack by the Wyatts was just to take him off TV. If that's true, then obviously you can cross him off. Or if that's to set up Randy Orton comes out as a surprise guy, oh, here comes Randy Orton. He's gonna volunteer himself to help Ambrose and Reigns. I could live with that. It's a little anticlimactic,
but why would they have such a mystery if it was going to be him?
I don't know, just to play it up and get more people interested. Because the appeal of this match, outside of who's in it, is who this sixth mystery guy is. People speculate about it, and that's what draws people to watch the show and tune in. So even if it is Randy Orton, they still don't have to say anything. It could be a last minute thing where he just comes out and is like, Wyatt, you attacked me, so I'm gonna come get my revenge on you.
Yeah.
That would be my thinking. Again, it's a little bit more anticlimactic, but it makes sense and I can live with it.
What if they get Kane though to come back?
That's another name I get thrown around. He's been gone for a little bit, so it's certainly a possibility. But my opinion, he gets involved with something with like Rollins and all them, because the last time we saw Kane, he was getting decimated by Rollins. After the little thing with him and Lesnar.
Yeah.
So my guess is if he comes back around, it's to face off with Rollins or to do something there, because he would feel betrayed that someone, fellow authority member would do that to him. I'm sure he'd probably go after Triple H and Stephanie and all that. So I don't see him. It would be surprising, but I don't see him not in this. Not in this.
The Rock.
That's a wishful thinking. That would be the ultimate shocker. Like, The Rock comes out, and I guess it would be kind of cool, to see him and Reigns together, outside of, the Rumble not too long ago. But that'd be something. I'd sign up for that. I'd get excited for that. And, The Rock doesn't have to do much, but what I worry there is, since if it is The Rock and, that's the surprise, quote unquote, does that overshadow what this match is supposed to be about? And it's about these two teams, settling their score. Does his presence, does his, him being in the match take away from that? Does it shift from, people paying attention to, the five guys that are wrestling, and does it shift to, oh, it's The Rock, holy cow.
Yeah, because last time he came out, when he came to support, Reigns after he won the Rumble, they were booing him.
Oh, yeah.
So
that was bad situation there. That was, not even The Rock could save that.
Yeah. And then there's people speculating that maybe Eric Rowan would come and join the other team.
I could see that as the most plausible, just because he's got the history with the Wyatts. He can play it off like, oh, they didn't care for me when I got hurt, or Bray, when I got hurt, he forgot about me and he went to this new guy. Maybe have him come out, not look like his old Wyatt, look, have him look different.
Yeah.
I think that I'd prefer that, to be honest with you.
Or they could have him come back, but then turn on them. But I don't know.
Yeah, and then why bother just having the match? You should just have him, come back and then make it even more like you could do like two mystery people.
Yeah. The guy tore his biceps, so he didn't need surgery. I know that, but he just need a lot of rehab. I don't expect to see him back till maybe November.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Survivor Series, and they could get all of them back together, but who knows?
Yeah.
I just hope it's somebody good.
Yeah.
I hope they surprise us.
Yeah. So I have a quick how I'd like to see this go. Okay. I'm going to use these awesome action figures. So there's Dean and Roman. So they're chilling out, facing off against all the Wyatts. So boom. There's Luke, there's Bray, and we'll use Rowan to represent the other guy. So they're just like, who's our partner, blah, 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 blah. No Savio Vega, no Great Khali. Then all of a sudden, Daniel Bryan.
That would be a shocker.
That would be the best thing in the world. Like, completely, out of the blue. Like, he gets cleared, and they kept it hush-hush, and completely surprised everyone. That would be amazing, and obviously, what would happen then. I would forget about those guys and hope Daniel Bryan gets the win automatically. But that's completely wishful thinking. Whatever the situation is, they have it on lock. They got it tight-lipped. So whether he's cleared or not, or if he's still, with the concussion or whatever's going on with him, we don't know.
Yeah,
but it would make a very, very good surprise, and he would get the craziest reaction.
I think if Daniel Bryan comes back, it's going to be at the Royal Rumble, I would hope.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. But As far as this match, I'm trying to think. They go back and forth between who wins what, because we've seen each one of them take on the other in singles, and then they got together to wrestle again. I know the last time they had some kind of tag team match, it was Roman and Dean going over, with the next night the debut of the new guy. So my thinking, the logical thinking, is the Wyatts go over this one since they have the new one, unless, again, the mystery person is someone so epic and so, mind-blowing, then you have to say that the team with the mystery partner is going to win, just because, you grab a huge, name and put them on the team. I mean, there's still so many names that it could be. There's even names or people are throwing out Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
that'd be something. You throw Samoa Joe in that mix, I think Ambrose and Reigns win. Just based on the name, it depends. If it's like a lesser person, if it's like Orton, then I can see the Wyatts, just because it would even it up 1-1, then we would have one more match.
Yeah. Cesaro's not busy.
Yeah, I would love that. I didn't even think of that. Thank you. Cesaro, that would be... Go for it, man. I mean, I would want to see him more in some kind of title picture, but hey, I'd be for that. I'd get all my favorites pretty much in one match, Shoot.
Yeah, I just hope it's a good match. I hope that, Braun Strowman shows a good showing in the match.
Yeah.
Like I said before, that we see him actually wrestle and, put some good spots in there.
Yeah.
So I just hope it's good all around.
Yeah, he's going to be the main one we got to look for and just see how he adapts to, being in the ring and having an actual full-out match versus just, squashing people. That's a big difference. So
eventually they're going to end up having a female in the Wyatt family.
Yeah, there's talk about that. That'd be interesting.
So the Wyatt family's going to keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
Switch the Shield, which fully reunite, get Seth Rollins back in there. We can only dream, but
curb stop.
Maybe once he turns face.
Yeah, one of these days. I mean, we got the reuniting of the Wyatts in some shape or form, so even if it's for a little bit, I wouldn't mind seeing the Shield again.
I still want to see them do all their own thing. I want to see Roman Reigns get his own music, his own entrance.
I don't mind him keeping this. It's just it feels right for him, and maybe that's just because of his history with the Shield. But the music definitely fits him, just his character and his demeanor. And then I like the entrance through the crowd. That's just such a classic thing now linked to Shield members. I almost wish Ambrose would do it too, but
yeah,
as far as this match, though, to get back onto that, I think it'll be good. I'm just very curious. Obviously, we all are, who this mystery person is. And I hope it's nothing anticlimactic. If it's something stupid, Baron Corbin, or just someone that we're not excited for.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. Oh, my God. Wow. Any NXT guy besides Baron Corbin or whoever would be pretty cool. So
we got to get somebody big that's got to match the size of Braun Strowman. So
that's true. That's very true. You could go that route.
So that's where I was leaning towards having Kane.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys. So that's our thoughts. What do you guys think? Who's this mystery partner going to be? Who would you like to see? Would you like to see win these matches? Would you like to see Daniel Bryan back? The answer is yes.
Yes.
yes. So, guys, check out our other videos. We're going to have videos for all the matches for this pay-per-view. Check out our previous videos. Check out our Facebook page. All you got to do is just type out Ring Rants. We're all over the place. So, thanks for watching, and, take care.
See ya.